Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today on UK Pancakes, we're diving headfirst into one of the darkest, most twisted chapters of World War II, but with a twist of sarcasm that might just make you spit out your tea. Imagine this. It's July 4th, 1946, not in America with fireworks and barbecues, but in Gdansk, Poland, where 200,000 furious folks gather on a massive hill like it's the world's most macabre rock concert. Up there, a lineup of nooses swinging in the breeze, ready to drop the curtain on some of the nastiest female SS guards from Stutthof concentration camp. These weren't your average villains. They were young, pretty, and pure evil. Think Mean Girls meets the apocalypse. Who were these women? How did they go from everyday gals to brutal beasts? And why did 250,000 people show up to watch them swing? Stick around, because this full WWII documentary on the executions of Stutthof's female guards is going to hit you like a whip, literally. Oh, and if you're loving this bold blast from the past, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Don't miss out on more historical haymakers from UK Pancakes. All right, let's crank up the intensity and rewind to the nightmare factory that was Stutthof. Picture this. September 1939. Hitler's goons blitz into Poland, and bam, Stutthof pops up like a pop-up shop from hell, just outside Gdansk. At first, it's a labor education camp. Yeah, right, because nothing says education like barbed wire and beatings. Polish intellectuals, priests, and anyone on the pulse who annoyed the Nazis got shipped in to build the place themselves. Fast forward to 1944, and it's a full-blown horror show, with Auschwitz overflowing like a bad buffet. They shuttle in 24,000 Jewish prisoners, swelling the inmate count to over 110,000 souls crammed into this death trap. Conditions? Absolute garbage. Starvation, typhus epidemics sweeping through like uninvited guests, and guards treating humans like disposable toys. Executions? Daily specials. Firing squads, gas chambers stuffing 150 at a time, phenol injections straight to the heart, or just good old-fashioned clubbings. Total body count? A staggering 65,000. And guess who's dishing out the pain? Not just burly SS dudes, but a squad of female overseers, off-Saharan, recruited from local towns because, hey, why not outsource evil to the neighborhood ladies? These women weren't forced. Many volunteered for the gig, drawn by power, pay, or plain old psychopathy. Sarcasm alert, because nothing screamed career goals like torturing innocents for a paycheck. Enter our first femme fatale, Eva Paradis. Born December 17th, 1920, in Layberg, Weimar Republic. Sounds quaint, right? But this gal was no paradise. An ardent Nazi from the jump. She rolls into Stutthof in August 1944 for training, fresh face at 23, and emerges as a war dress with a whip and a wicked grin. Her specialty? Brutality on steroids. Witnesses spill the tea. Eva orders a group of female prisoners to strip naked in the dead of winter because frostbite's just a minor inconvenience, then hoses them down with ice-cold water. One twitch and wham. She beats them senseless with her whip or whatever's handy. Punchy one-liner time. Talk about a cold shower from hell. This wasn't spa day, folks. She bounces to the Bromberg subcamp for a hot minute, then back to main Stutthof, where she keeps the terror train rolling. As the Allies close in April 1945, Eva joins a death march to Lauenburg, but smart cookie that she is, she bolts, hiding out like a rat in the shadows. Spoiler, they catch her, interrogated, imprisoned, and tossed into the Stutthof trials with 15 other defendants. The courtroom? A parade of horrors, death sentences flying left and right. Eva? Guilty as sin, condemned to hang at 25. July 4th, Biskupa Gorka Hill. Massive gallows loom like grim goalposts. 200,000 spectators. That's more than a Taylor Swift concert. Watch as trucks back under the beams. Eva and her pal Jenny Wanda Barkman perch on stools, nooses snug around their necks. Truck pulls away. Short drop, slow strangle. Minutes tick by as she dangles, crowd silent and roaring. Eva Paradis, dead at 25. Irony much? The woman who froze prisoners to death gets a chilly end herself. But wait, there's more. Because evil loves company. Next up, Elizabeth Becker, born July 20th, 1923, in Nürnberg, Danzig. German family. Joins the League of German Girls at 13. That's the BDM. Nazi U for gals. Basically boot camp for brainwashing future Fräuleins into wives, mothers, and mini-Hitlers. Over 4.5 million members at peak. Compulsory fun. Singing Nazi anthems. PE drills. Farm work to prove loyalty. Propaganda cranked to 11. Poles are subhuman. Invasions justified. Yada yada. Elizabeth laps it up. Becomes a devoted disciple. Post-school? Tram conductor. Farm assistant. Odd jobs in her hometown. Boring stuff. But by 1944, Nazis are desperate. Men are cannon fodder on the fronts, so they advertise for female camp guards. Elizabeth answers a call. Or gets drafted, who knows? Lands at Stotthof, now a sprawling beast with 30 new barracks, crematoria, and that infamous gas chamber. Her role? Brutal enforcer in her early 20s. Prisoners won't even meet her eyes. That's Fear Factor 10. Specialty? Selections. Daily lineups where docs and guards pick the weak, sick, or just unlucky for the gas. Elizabeth's there, pointing fingers, dooming women and kids to death. Who lives, who dies? She plays God, sending at least 30 to the chambers by her own confession. Sarcasm incoming. Because nothing says empowered woman like mass murder, am I right? She sticks it out till January 1945, then flees as Soviets approach. Hides at home, but Polish cops nab her 3 months later. Stotthof trial. Witnesses pile on, linking her to beatings and selections. Death sentence. She appeals to the Polish press for clemency. Court even considers dropping it to 15 years since she was only there 4 months and not as bad as others. Ha! Prez says nope. July 4th. Up the hill, onto the truck. Noose on, truck gone. 22-year-old Elizabeth swings, dead in minutes. Crowd of 200,000 cheers. Punchline. From youth group cheerleader to war criminal. Talk about a bad career pivot. And now, the star of this sinister show, Jenny Wanda Barkman, born May 30th, 1922, in Hamburg. Dock worker dad, housewife mom, humble pie upbringing. Kid Jenny dreams of stardom, becomes a fashion model with killer looks. Photo shoots, ads. She's living the glam life amid war. But 1944, ditches the runway for concentration camp guard, applies to SS ad, trains up, lands at Stotthof at 21. Why? Cash, power, or inner demon? Who knows? But she unleashes hell. Nicknamed Mad Jenny or Beautiful Spectre. Pretty on the outside, poison within. Beats inmates near death, then gasses them. Tortures for fun. Selections daily. Women, kids, no mercy. Guards are shocked by her sadism. Victims? Dozens, maybe hundreds. As Reds advance, she flees, becomes most wanted. Hides, but nabbed May 1945 at Gdansk train station. Interrogation. I treated them well. Saved some. Lies, lies, lies. Even fools a guard into sympathy. Begs for a walk. But he sees victim scars and locks her tight. Trial. Witnesses destroy her. Beatings, killings, insanity plea flops. Lawyer claims she's nuts. She flirts with guards. Fixes hair. Laughs off horrors. Guilty. Death row. July 4th. With Eve on the truck, noose tight, drop, strangle slow. 24 years old. Gone. Witty rap. From model to monster. Beauty's only skin deep, but evil? Bone deep. These women, parodies Becker, Barkman, plus Gerda Steinhoff and others like Irma Grease, weren't anomalies. They were products of a poisoned system. Nazi youth indoctrination, wartime desperation, and a dash of personal psychopathy. Stutthof's horrors? Slave labor for companies, mud drownings, clubbings, all under their watch. Trials expose it all. Executions delivered justice. But here's the insight with a sarcastic edge. Power corrupts. Absolute power turns you into a hanging punchline. These ladies went from everyday to executioners, proving evil wears many faces, even pretty ones. Thanks for watching, folks.